Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nathan and on this video I'll be predicting the 2022 CFL season. Watch until the end to find out. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new and let's get into the video. This season will have an 18 game schedule over 21 weeks. Now let's start out in the West Division. The Edmonton Elks, 4-14. The Edmonton Elks had a horrible season last year, being tied for the worst record in the league. In the 2021 season, they had a record of 3 wins and 11 losses, worth 6 points, and they finished in dead last in the West Division. They missed the playoffs for the first time since the 2018 campaign. They haven't had a winning record either since the 2018 season. Edmonton went 2-7 against their division rivals last year. Their offense ranked second to last in points scored last season, and the most points they scored in a game was 32 in Game 4. Their defense wasn't much better at all last season, ranking second to last in points allowed, and the most points they gave up was 43 in Game 14. With my prediction of 4 wins for Edmonton this season, they will have 8 points on the new campaign. The BC Lions, 6-12. The BC Lions had another bad season last year, finishing with a losing record for the second straight season in a row. In the 2021 season, they had a record of 5 wins and 9 losses worth 10 points. The Lions' last playoff appearance came in the 2018 season. Their last winning season also came in 2018. They went 2-7 against their division rivals last year. Their offense last year ranked 4th in the league in points scored, and the most points they scored in a game was 45 in Game 5. Their defense, on the other hand, was horrible, giving up 351 points allowed, and the most points they gave up in a game was 45 in Game 10. In the new season, my prediction is that they won't be that good this year and will finish the new season with 12 points. The Calgary Stampeders, 10-8. They had a good season last year by making the playoffs every year since 2005. In the 2021 season, they had a record of 8 wins and 6 losses worth 16 points. In the playoffs, they played against the Roughriders in the division semifinals, and unfortunately they lost that game 33-30. They had a winning record every year since the 2008 season, and in that time frame since 2005, they have made 6 Grey Cup appearances and won 3 of those. Calgary went 6-4 against their division rivals last year. Their offense ranked 3rd in the league in points scored, and the highest amount of points they scored in a game was 39 in Game 10. Their defense was pretty good last year, ranking 3rd in points allowed, and the most points they allowed in a game was 23 4 times. So my prediction is that they will have another good season this year, and they will finish the new season with 20 points. The Saskatchewan Roughriders, 11-7. The Roughriders had a pretty good season last year by making the playoffs for the 4th time in a row. In the 2021 season, they had a record of 9 wins and 5 losses worth 18 points. In the playoffs last year, they played against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in the division finals and unfortunately lost that game 21-17. Their last losing non-playoff seasons came in the 2016 campaign. The Roughriders went 5-4 against their division rivals last year. Their offense wasn't great last year, ranking 6th in the league in points scored. The most points they scored in a game was 33 in Game 1. Their defense was their strength last season, ranking 4th in the league in points allowed, and the highest amount of points they gave up in a game was 33 in Game 5. So my prediction is that they will have another great season this year and will finish the new season with 22 points. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers, 15-3. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers had a wonderful season last year by winning their 12th championship in franchise history. In the 2021 season, they had a record of 11 wins and 3 losses worth 22 points. In the 108th Grey Cup last year, they played against the Hamilton Tiger Cats and won that game 33-25. Winnipeg has made the playoffs every year since the 2016 season, and their last non-winning season was in 2015. They went 8-1 against their division rivals last year. The Blue Bombers had the second best offense in the league in points scored. The most points they scored in a game was 45 in Game 11. They had the most dominant defense in the league last year, and the most points they gave up in a game was 30 in Game 3. I absolutely think that the Winnipeg Blue Bombers will have another fantastic season this year, and maybe they could win a 3rd Grey Cup championship in a row, and they will finish the new season with 30 points. So that's my West standing predictions for the 2022 season. Now let's go to the East Division. The Ottawa Redblacks, 5-13. They had a horrible season last year, being tied for the worst team in the league. In the 2021 season, they had a record of 3 wins and 11 losses worth 6 points. They haven't had a winning record since 2018, and they also haven't made a playoff spot since the 2018 campaign. The Redblacks went 1-7 against their division rivals last year. They had the worst offensive lead last year, and the highest amount they scored in a game was 34 in Game 7. Their defense wasn't much better at all, ranking dead last in the league in points allowed, and the most points they allowed was 51 in Game 4. This season, my prediction is that they won't be the worst team this season, but they will finish in last place in the East Division with 6 points on the new campaign. The Montreal Alouettes, 8-10. Montreal had a good season last year by making the playoffs for a second straight year in a row. In the 2021 season, they had a record of 7 wins and 7 losses worth 14 points. In the playoffs last year, they played against the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the division semifinals and unfortunately lost that game 23-12. Their last losing season in a non-playoff season was in the 2018 campaign. Montreal went 5-3 against their division rivals last year. They had the best offensive lead last year in points scored, and the highest amount of points they scored in a game was 51 in Game 4. Their defense ranked 5th in the league in points allowed, and the most points they gave up in a game was 31 in Game 12. By all means, I think that Montreal won't be as good as last season, but they should compete for a playoff spot this year with 16 points on the new campaign. The Toronto Argonauts, 11-7. Toronto had a pretty good season last year by making the playoffs for the first time since they won the Grey Cup in the 2017 campaign. In the 2021 season, they had a record of 9 wins and 5 losses worth 18 points. In the playoffs last year, they played against the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the division finals and unfortunately lost that game 27-19. Before last season, the 2 previous seasons, they won a total of 8 games and lost 28 in those 2 non-playoff seasons. They went 6-2 against their division rivals last year. Toronto's offense ranked 6th in league in points scored, and the highest amount of points they scored in a game was 35 in Game 8. Their defense ranked 6th in points allowed last year, and the most points they allowed in a game was 37 in Game 10. So my prediction is that Toronto will have another fantastic season this year and will make a playoff spot for a second year in a row and will finish with 22 points on the new campaign. The Hamilton Tiger Cats, 12-6. The Hamilton Tiger Cats had a wonderful season last year by going to the Grey Cup for the second straight year in a row. In the 2021 season, they had a record of 8 wins and 6 losses worth 16 points. In the 108th Grey Cup last year, they played against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers and unfortunately lost that game in overtime 33-25. Since 2009, they have made the playoffs every year except for 2 seasons in 2012 and 2017. They went 4-4 against their division rivals last year. Hamilton's offense ranked 5th in points scored last season, and the highest amount of points they scored in a game was 39 in Game 11. Their defense was their strength last season, ranking 2nd in the league in points allowed, and the most points they gave up in a game was 31 in Game 13. This season, my prediction is that the Hamilton Tiger Cats will be the best team from the East Division this year and will finish with 24 points on the new season. So that's my East standing predictions for the 2022 season. Now let's go to the playoffs. The Saskatchewan Roughriders versus the Calgary Stampeders. This playoff matchup between these 2 teams will be a rematch of the 2021 Division Finals. The Roughriders won that matchup 33-30. The last time that Calgary made a Grey Cup appearance was in 2018 and they won that game. Calgary has made 17 Grey Cup appearances in their franchise history and they have won 8 of those appearances. The last time the Roughriders made a Grey Cup appearance was in 2013 and they won that game. In their franchise history, they have made 19 Grey Cup appearances and have won 4 of those appearances. So my prediction is the Stampeders will win this game over the Roughriders. The Montreal Alouettes versus the Toronto Argonauts. The last playoff matchup between these 2 teams was in the 2012 Division Finals. Toronto won that matchup 27-20. The last time that Montreal made a Grey Cup appearance was in 2010 and they won that game. Montreal has made 18 Grey Cup appearances in their franchise history and they've won 7 of those appearances. The last time that Toronto made a Grey Cup appearance was in 2017 and they won that game. Toronto has made 23 Grey Cup appearances in their franchise history and they have won 17 of those appearances. So my prediction is that Toronto will win this game over Montreal. Now let's go to the division finals. The Calgary Stampeders versus the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. The last playoff matchup between these 2 teams was in the 2019 division semifinals. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers won that matchup 35-14. Calgary has made 17 Grey Cup appearances in their franchise history and they have won 8 of those appearances. The last time that the Winnipeg Blue Bombers made a Grey Cup appearance was in 2021 and they won that game. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers have made 26 Grey Cup appearances in their franchise history and they have won 12 of those appearances. So my prediction is the Winnipeg Blue Bombers will win this game and will advance to the 109th Grey Cup. The Toronto Argonauts versus the Hamilton Tiger Cats. This playoff matchup between these two teams will be a rematch of the 2021 Division Finals. The Hamilton Tiger Cats won that matchup 27-19. Toronto has made 23 Grey Cup appearances in their franchise history and they have won 17 of those appearances. The last time that the Hamilton Tiger Cats made a Grey Cup appearance was in 2021 and they lost that game. The Hamilton Tiger Cats have made 21 Grey Cup appearances in their franchise history and they have won 8 of those appearances. So my prediction is the Hamilton Tiger Cats will win this game and will advance to the 109th Grey Cup. In the 109th Grey Cup, I have the Hamilton Tiger Cats versus the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. This Grey Cup matchup will be a rematch of last year's Grey Cup. Winnipeg won that Grey Cup in overtime 33-25. This will also be the third matchup between these two teams in a row in the Grey Cup, with Winnipeg winning both of those appearances. The Hamilton Tiger Cats' last Grey Cup victory was in 1999. I absolutely think that this Grey Cup will be a great one this year. In the 109th Grey Cup, I have the Winnipeg Blue Bombers winning their third Grey Cup in a row this year. Who do you think will win the 109th Grey Cup this year? Join me in the comment section down below and tell me what you guys think. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that notification bell to be notified of all new videos in the future. Please make sure you share this video with friends and family. Please get this video out there. My name is Nathan. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to just keep loving sports and I'll see you next time.